Hi, I hope you're doing well. If in the last video we considered natural furniture deterioration, today we're looking at the other cases in life when something went wrong. So for some reason your furniture turned out to be broken, and unless you are a good wizard Gandalf, nothing can be returned back. But we will go the other way. And the first way is the easiest. We clear the space of breakage from garbage to do this. Now we will try to put everything in place, as tight as possible. Next, we use PVA adhesive. And we fasten everything with clamps. The most important thing here is to clamp everything as tight as possible. We leave it to dry. We disassemble it in a day. The pieces were glued flush with the main workpiece without a difference, due to the strong pressure. Well, just perfect. And the strength of such a connection is quite high. PVA adhesive and wood are excellent allies. At first I tried to use wax repair sticks for repairing. But a thin layer of wax, especially white, has practically no effect on the masking of the crack. The pan corrector is more suitable here. Another pair of shoes. It's time to restore the furniture screw coupler hole. For the second method, we will need epoxy clay. It can be in the form of two separate packages with resin and hardener, or in the form of such a sausage. Cut a circle from the sausage, remove the protective film and mumble for a long enough time for better mixing. Fill everything with resin while embedding the furniture screw coupler there. Well, then we form a patch so that it doesn't look so scary. It is very important to make preliminary tests of epoxy. Well, our sausage has hardened, but the epoxy from 2 packs is not there yet. After drying the epoxy plasticine, we slip out the furniture screw coupler without any problems. And we paint it all with oil paint, or blow it out from an aerosol can. Well, that's what we got. Overall, it's very good. I also rubbed the paint into the cracks of the first option, and then everything became generally awesome. We twist furniture screw coupler in. Done! Everything's okay. There was only a small treacherous gap due to the uneven edge of the resin. This is where our white wax corrector comes in handy. Well, something like that, peeps. Let's go on. The next way is tomorrow's fantasy. Now, let's try to use a modern 3D pen for furniture repair. It applies a thin layer of molten plastic to the surface, filling any space. But there's the rub. Plastic does not adhere well to a cold surface. More precisely, it does not stick at all. So I coated our surface with PVA adhesive. A thin PVA film will be a special intermediate layer, a primer for combining two dissimilar materials. We add a few brackets for reliability. We heat the surface for better adhesion and begin to fill the entire space with molten plastic. Well, we cover everything with oil paint or spray paint. Here is the finish. Now, as I promised, we consider the use of wax repair sticks for minor repairs to our furniture. Here is the factory end cut of furniture blanks. After cutting, it should be perfect, in theory. But somewhere, sometimes, a single chip will slip through. That's just for such chips wax repair sticks are used. Let's make matters worse. Now we take the stick. we simulate chips near the edge. And they are masked even easier, since they have a cup shape. But things may not be so cool with other colors. For example, one of the most moody colors is white. The white stick here does not work at 100%. Therefore, it is more appropriate to use not a wax, but a regular pen corrector. Here's the hurt locker itself. This is when you accidentally take a self-tapping screw longer than necessary, and bang! You're punching the chipboard through, especially from the front. Out of the frying pan into the fire. But sometimes you can try to save the situation. We slip the screw out. Most importantly, all pieces of the laminated layer should be in place and not scatter in all directions. Now you need to remove all the excess sawdust from the races and try to put the puzzle together. So the puzzle seems to add up. We add a bit of PVA adhesive. Press it with a bar. And gently fasten everything with a clamp. Now it is not such a big deal, not so noticeable, except perhaps on closer examination. If you need to close up such a hole, then of course you can't run without a corrector. But again, only a closer scrutiny reveals it. Here we have a usual PVC edge 1 mm thick, with all sorts of scratches, cuts, and heaven knows what appeared in it. Everything is treated with such a small piece of HDF. Everything is perfectly cleaned with the help of such polishing. Although a rather deep wound remained inaccessible with HDF. Therefore, we take a heat gun and heat the edge. Plastic shifts color to the original on exposure to temperature. And the bright spot disappears. A piece of cake. This property of plastic to recover when exposed to temperature may be very useful to you in other cases. For example, here's a plastic drying tray that accidentally was bent in transit or anyways. Take a heat gun and gently warm up the bend. And plastic restores its original transparency. It's well visible on the plastic corner. We bend and white creases appear. Then they disappear when exposed to temperature. Now let's continue the furniture restoration topic started in the last video. Today we will restore a fairly significant breakdown, such a broken furniture hinge seat. To do this, we need such a nuts coupling furniture and a bolt. We fasten them immediately to the hinge. Besides, I'll clog the hole with oil so that the epoxy does not get there. I shall use the usual putty left after repair as a filter. Spread a little mixture and fasten our hinge. This action will ensure the accurately adjusted and fixed nuts coupling furniture. The nuts coupling will stick exactly in the place where we need it when the resin hardens. Next, we make a formwork for resin using a conventional construction knife blade. Then leave it to dry. And now we glue a new edge on the restored surface. To do this, we need the edge and the familiar heat gun. Well, also such a glove made of strong material so as not to burn your hand. The edge should have a glue applied to it. We heat one side of the edge. Press it down. Next, warm the edge and press it to the end of the workpiece by hand. When the edge has cooled down, we begin to trim it. It is convenient to do this with a veneer cutter or with a construction knife. Now the most difficult thing for beginners is to trim the edge along the length. A construction knife is not suitable here. This can be done with the same veneer saw. But the most convenient option for me to do this is the planer blade. Forward, down, we cut a corner. And then everything is like clockwork. Then again we take a piece of HDF and polish the cut edge. That's all. Done! It remains to sketch everything with a pen corrector, or oil paint, or blow out with aerosol paint, and fasten the hinge. Well, that's all for today. Remember that all the jams in our lives can be fixed, and sometimes for this you need to say just one word: sorry. Good luck to everyone and all good. See you!